No, I want my food back. I didn't get my food back. They told me to pay. I want my food back. Hi Ariland, what's up? What's good? I hope mko poa. I'm sweating a little because the sun came out today, but it's making me glow. It's making me glow, but you guys can't smell my sweat, but you know. Yeah, let's get on with it. So on today's story time, it's the story of when I went back to Nairobi. And there's this one thing, like every time I get to Nairobi, I have to do. It's a ritual every time I get back. It doesn't matter where I've gone, like I might have gone to like Shags, I might have been coming from Mombasa. On this particular day, I was coming from Mombasa. So I got off the plane there, JKIA, and I got on a bus because you know I'm cheap like that. I'm not getting on a cab because I want to pitia tao and do this particular thing that I usually do every time because it's a ritual of mine that I do it every time. So I get on a bus and this bus tells me like last stage is Ambassador, yeah, in Nairobi now. So I'm like, yes, at least it's near where I want to go do the thing that I want to go do, right? So I get on the bus, I pay like 60 bob. That's like, I don't know, 60 bob, yeah? I pay 60 bob and I'm there seated with my backpack and I'm looking forward to this thing I was going to do because this experience is not anywhere else. I haven't found it anywhere else. It's only in Nairobi. Like this particular place is only like, you guys, I was so excited. You should have seen my face. It was like a kid going to a candy shop and you know you're going to eat all the candy you want. That was my face. I was just smiling, looking at the places while the bus was moving, and we get to town, and I get off the bus, and there at Ambassador, what do I see? Nevada, in all its glorious name. It's just written right there, and I'm like, oh, I'm here, you know. So I was like, but then again, you know, there are people who say like Nevada, Tennessee, and Sanford, the owner is the same or they're brothers or something because they sell the particular like the same thing. But then again, the Sanford chips and kukupono, you know, it hits even harder than a math teacher. You know, it hits harder. So I took myself over to Sanford. When you walk into Sanford, this is how it's usually like placed. So on your right, just immediately when you enter Sanford, on your right, it's the kuku bar, right? It's a bar full of like, it has a guy and then it has like chicken going, yeah, doing somersaults. That's why kuku sama or kuku pono, because they are nude, they don't have feathers. Yeah, so yeah, he's there on your right, and then when you walk in, just straight on, right there, right? And then there's Tennessee and there's Sanford. For those of you guys who are not from Nairobi or yeah, don't know these things, I'm not talking about the states in the States. International people, it's not Las Vegas. It's not Sanford and Sons, the show, or Tennessee, the state. No, it's not. Straight on, there's a menu up top. The menu has all the foods that you would ever want, the fast foods, eh? Not burgers or anything. It's just like regular, like kachumbari, sort of like salsa, but not really. Just hits different, like, and it's not like the menus at KFC. So you don't have burgers, you don't have buckets of chicken and everything. No, this is like quarter chicken, half chicken, you know, and chips. The only thing similar to the KFC menu, I think, is the chips and the chicken. But the rest of the things, I don't think you can find at KFC. But they're really good. The chipo and kukusama for Sanford, it hits even harder than a math teacher, if you know what I mean, you know. So, got my bag on my back, and I walked over to Sanford. It's not very far from Nevada. It's on the same street, but down the street. It's on Moy Avenue. So I get to Sanford, and true to what I had remembered, outside, it's like, so Sanford, let me tell you like how Sanford is. It's a fast food restaurant, right? But then it's like a walk-through, not a drive-through. You know the drive-through, like you drive your cars and then you order stuff. This is a walk-through, yeah? There are lines of people going in, and then there are two tellers at the farthest. So under the menu, you find there are two tellers who usually take your money and give you a receipt once you tell them your order. And then on this other end, on your right, there are four ladies who usually process your order, right? These ladies aren't the nicest people, but they work really fast, like really fast, like really fast. I'm there feeling all glorious on the queue, and they get to me and they're like, sema unataka. So on the walkthrough, after you pay and you get your receipt, you have to go to these four ladies that I talked about. The four ladies, one will read your receipt and then will read it out loud so that the other three ladies can hear, and then bag your order. So as you're waiting for your order, standing right there, going to one lady after the next, and then the last lady, the fourth lady, will give you a bag full of your food. So it's really fast. It's not even like a drive-through. It's like a really fast walk-through. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like a flash fast food, not like fast. It's really fast food. My kuku quarter, half chicken and chips, and a kebab because I always have to. And then kachumbari, they usually sell the kachumbari like 5 shillings. Yeah, so I get like 4 because I love the chili instead of using like regular chili. So I get like 4 kachumbaris and I get my order done. The smells, the fries, you can smell them a mile away, and the chicken just smells yeah, like something else. And then you give the receipt to these ladies, and the ladies now will shout out your order to, I think, the back kitchen, and then they'll start, it's called packaging the order for you. So I'm there thinking, oh, okay, so next I'm gonna get my order and it's gonna be okay. So this lady takes my order and shouts it out, and then she goes like, enda hapo utafungiwa. So I got the second lady, she has like white papers out. And then the third lady is putting the fries on the paper. And then the fourth lady now has a bag that has the kachumbaris that you put inside. And then she has to shout out the same order to the first lady who read the order so that she can make sure the order is what I'm getting on my bag. I don't know if it's confusing. It's confusing for me, but for them, they seemed like they knew this to a T. It was confusing for me because I was like, kachumbari, and I was like, okay. So I got my order, and then you get your receipt back because the chicken place is right opposite. Like you have to walk like the distance for the cafes on the entrance. So you got the chicken guy, and the chicken guy is like, what part do you like for the chicken? Like, would you want a thigh, breast, and all of that stuff? And then how would you want it made? Like really dry, imekauka kabisa, ama nini? The smells, the fries, my gosh, my goodness. Ooh. And the chicken, it smells like it's been deep fried in like oil, and it's sucked in the oil, and now it's like crispy. It's like crisps. Like you want to like dig into it and go like, as in it just hits different. As in it's just there. It's like, yeah. In Kenya, they call it sinatabu, which directly translates to I don't have problems, no problems. Yeah, because it's just a bar stool that doesn't have a back, and you just hang yourself there, and you have like a countertop where you put your packaging, because they don't have plates there. Put your packaging, the paper, you put your fries and your kuku and probably a soda, and then you get your toothpicks ready, because we don't do cutlery there, and then you just start eating, right? So that's what I went to do. So the packaging for these cafes is usually like white papers. So it's 2 pieces of paper, of white paper put together, and then you put your fries are put there. So if you want extra, if you're eating in-house, just ask for an extra paper so that you can spread your chips and your chicken nicely so that you can eat fast when they're not as hot, right? So I'm there thinking, toothpick in hand, and I've poured all my salsa kachumbari on top of my fries and the vinegar. Never forget about the vinegar, because this vinegar, I don't know where they get it from, but it's amazing. It's amazing. So you need that tanginess on your fries. So I'm there, I'm thinking, I need something to wash down this food I'm eating. So I get up, thinking, I didn't think of how like the cleaners usually come. I get up to go get myself a drink, So when you're at Sanford, Nevada or Tennessee, they have really efficient and really fast cleaners, right? So from way back, I had always known they're really fast and efficient, but this time they taught me how fast and efficient they are. So there are some who are cleaning the floors to make sure the floors are always clean, and then there are some who are just cleaning up the counters and cleaning up the stools to make sure like the next person has a place to sit, and so there's no idle sitting or anything. So these guys are really fast. Like they came and just, when you leave your package, like your food there for like 2 seconds, someone is there to just clean up. Yeah, because they have a rule where like if food is left unattended, that means the person already left. So these people are just cleaning, like after every 2 seconds someone is coming to clean where you're at. And the other thing you need to notice about these places is every time you go to one of these places, someone who happens to know you is always there, because it's very affordable and it's just, the food is really fresh. So someone showed me that knew me. And it was so embarrassing because I was there, like I was balancing my tears, thinking, oh my God, I have to buy another one and I'm not sitting here to eat. I watched this cleaner clean away my food. He just cleaned and took away my food. God, guys, the pain I was in, because I'd only eaten like 2 minutes of that food. I hadn't even dug into my chicken nicely. It was still juicy and it was still there waiting for me. And then this guy came and cleaned and put everything in that trash bag that he carries. I just shouted. I was like, ah! And then everyone looked at me and he's like, Nini. I was like, that's my food. I'm just getting a soda. And I should have known better. But no, me, I wanted my food back or a refund or something. And this guy told me, like, you know the rule, like if you leave it unattended, like it means me. I was like, no, I want my food back. And I don't even want the soda anymore. And this cleaner kept on apologizing because, you know, apparently you don't leave your food unattended. I knew this, like it was in my head. But I didn't think like this guy, I had left my bag over there, you know, like I was still coming. I tried to like give a sob story of how I don't have any more money to buy, but no one was buying my story. They just kept on with their business. So they told me if I want some more food, I should buy some more because they have plenty. Every time I go to these places, usually you never go alone so that someone else can be there to look after your food, you know, once you like decide to like check, they can take care of it and everything. I was like, you guys, this guy threw out my food. I couldn't take it. It wasn't Corona time, but still I couldn't take it back. So I watched this guy clean away my food and I was like, yeah, so I was like, no. And then it tells me no refunds. And so I was like, I want more food. I want my food. And then they told me, no, we have more food there, so you can just buy. And I was there conflicted. I was like, should I just make a stand and walk out of this place and never come back again? But no, the food is really, really good. So I was there. I was like, Kai, how much do I have? So I went and ordered some more chips and chicken. But this time I never ate at the place. I just carried them in my bag and went on my way. I went to eat them at home. Yes, that's what I did. Yes. Yeah, and that's the story of the last time I went to Sanford. But you can be sure that when I go back to Nairobi, I will go back to Sanford because, yes. I don't know what that was supposed to mean, but you know. If you like this sort of videos, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Hit the notification button to get notified every time I post a video. And stay bitchin'.